Hi guys, today's video is dedicated to the review of a very special set of amazing, beautiful, absolutely mind-blowing garnets. And several years ago when we discovered the mining with them, I call them massai garnets because they were found in the lands of Maasai. If you are unsure who the Maasai are, please watch the video from our African trips and you will learn everything about it. Since that, you also started calling them Maasai garnets, and it's impossible to confuse them with any other gemstone because only that type of garnets have absolutely juicy, sunny, very bright color. It looks like the autumn leaves or the sunset somewhere in tropical islands or something like that. It's just mesmerizing. The term picked up quite quickly actually, and now I started to see that even in other shops they call garnets from that land Maasai garnets. According to the legend of the local tribes, the stones were discovered actually by a boy who was herding sheep, and two of his sheep got lost, so he had to go in search for them, and while during that he have discovered a little piece of something shiny and orange coming out from the rocks on one of the hills. And as Maasai are very much familiar with what the minerals are and how expensive they might be, the boy decided that that might smell like money, or cows in his case, because they estimate everything in cows. And again, I actually had the video about the mining, how it was going on, because I was the first one to visit this mining actually, the first one among foreigners. I visited it when it was illegal, and therefore there were no professional gemologists at the spot, there were no professional tools to do the mining and extracting the stones, so they were doing terrible things to the stones. My eyes and heart was literally bleeding when I was watching them destroying the beautiful crystals. And of course I was receiving a lot of advices from the followers, and not only from the followers, that I need to buy the special tools for them and equipment and facilitate the mining and make sure that they're doing it in a proper way. But in this case I would be a criminal who is taking part in a criminal action, and I did not have intention to do that. Of course, in a couple of months everything have been discovered, and the police came and they stopped illegal mining. The land was put on auction, and one of the local guys actually bought a solid piece of the land there, so he became an official owner, and that's how we started buying from them officially good quality Maasai orange garnets. The lot which you can see on the screen right now is actually the personal collection of the owner himself. He has been saving them for a few months already, and the idea of the lots like that is that you are collecting the high-end top quality gemstones. You don't sell them at once, you wait until their price increases, and then you can sell it with good profit when you really need some money. And that's what happened. He is in the need of money at the moment, that's why he finally gave us an opportunity not just to look at those stones but also to buy them. Some of them I bought just for myself already, with exactly the same intention to sell them maybe in 5 or 10 years when their price will be way higher. On the rest I will put the labels and markings with numbers, and you will see the decoding of the numbers with their prices below the video. And of course, as usual, every single one is coming with a free lab certificate. Free meaning that you don't have to pay extra for that, you have it included already, and we deliver to any part of this world. The payment also goes in 2 parts. The small first part you have to pay when you're making an order. For example, if you liked the stone number 5, let's say, you send me the message that I would like to have that, and I will tell you how much you have to pay for that. Usually it's like between $5 or $1,000 maximum. And then only when you receive the gemstone with the laboratory certification in your hands, you are expected to pay the rest of the price. And if you would like to run another test in a laboratory of your choice, you're very welcome to do that. I have nothing to hide. If you are thinking about buying some sort of the gemstones like that as an investment, you might have a very logical question: whom I'm going to sell it to later in 5 or 10 years, let's say. And you can do it by yourself, or you can do it with my help as usual. Like I have done that many times. My clients who bought spinel mahenge 5 years ago from me and decided to sell it back did it very much successfully. So how does it look? I try to offer the gemstones which you want to sell to my clients, and if somebody wants it, they just buy it. I take only 10% of the difference in the price, and the rest is all yours. The profit is yours. Accordingly, if you bought a gemstone for $5,000, let's say, and in 5 years you sold it for $10,000 with my help, I get only $500 difference in my pocket, and all the rest is yours. So you can think about that, especially because this type of the garnets are increasing in their price on 30% approximately every year, and they will continue to grow, and most probably they will become almost priceless as soon as the mining is exhausted, as the only one second place where the same quality of that type of the color can be found is Nigeria. But there, that type of the garnets cost like a way too much. Some of you might ask, why don't I buy all the gemstones for myself if they are such a good investment? And I will answer, well, yes, I'm making quite good money on this business, but even I can't afford to buy all of the gemstones which I like or which I consider to be a good investment. So of course I'm doing investing in gemstones myself, but I also don't mind to help my followers if they want to do the same. Oh, and I almost forgot. Actually, another bonus of this type of the gemstone is that even in the dark countries, I mean some northern located countries where there is not so much bright sun during the day, the stone will be still very good looking. I mean, it doesn't lose its color, it doesn't lose its shine. It still will be the same juicy, sunny, and absolutely cheerful in its hue. Another thing you need to know about that type of the garnets is that, like in case of taverites, they have lots of inclusions, which is an absolutely normal thing to happen for garnets. In some cases they are located very close to the surface, but it doesn't affect the price. It is absolutely fine for the garnets. It is very common thing for the emeralds, for example. So nobody basically expects an orange massai garnet to be crystal clear in that texture. That's totally fine if they have got some inner inclusions. Sometimes it makes it even better. So now I can see the numbers on top of each stone. So if you like any of those, just let me know in messages. Hopefully by the time it is not going to be sold already. That's all for today. Have a good day and see you next time. Bye.